Munich today play host to FC Köln, their bogey side of the last 5 years. But I'll be telling you more about that in a few moments. The Bayern Munich lineup first of all, with Jean-Marie Pfaff in goal, Nachwey, Dernberger, Bayerlotzer, Augenthaler at the back, Lerby, Flügler and Kraus in midfield, and Bayern, that's nice to see today, with 3 front runners, Hoeneß, Delhaize and Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. FC Köln line up with Toni Schumacher, the West German national team goalkeeper, between the posts, Pristine, Hörnerbach, Lefkes, Steiner, Hartmann, Litbarski, Engels, Fischer, Meni and number 11, Klaus Arlofs. In our picture, the FC Köln side playing in white jerseys today. And they'll be kicking off, playing from left to right in our picture. Bayern Munich, of course, in their traditional all-red strip. The referee today is Herr Jaus, and he comes from Switzerland. The practice in West Germany this season, as Toni Schumacher comes out of his goal very quickly, has been for referees from Switzerland to referee 1 or 2 games in the Bundesliga on an exchange basis. Then our picture, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, captain not only of Bayern Munich but also of West Germany. It's Klaus Fischer. The pass intended for Meni, but Augenthaler in very quickly. There's Klaus Augenthaler. The goal kick to be taken by Jean-Marie Pfaff. It's Nachwey playing right back in place of the injured Wolfgang Dremmler, who has had a pretty bad injury, required an operation, and Dremmler probably out for the rest of the season. A great chance there for Flügler, but he couldn't quite get hold of it. It's number 7, Hansi Flügler. One of the young stars in the Bayern side, first season in the Bundesliga. But he certainly made his impact on the side, gained a regular first-team place, and there he is again. Stefan Engels now. And the Bayern fans already giving Cologne the bird. It's Augenthaler. It's Dernberger. Lerby's with him, but Dernberger holds onto the ball, looking for Rummenigge, finds him. It's Dernberger inside there for Nachwey. Well, that was a great chance for Bayern. Nice football there. And in fact, it was Delhaize coming at the far post. Both players got long blonde hair, very difficult to tell apart. But nice, intricate passing by the Bayern side. And Delhaize's shot just inches wide of Toni Schumacher's far post. Hartmann. There's Frank Hartmann, chased by Flügler, gets in his cross. There's Hartmann with the throw. And Meni beaten by Augenthaler. Hoeneß back to Augenthaler. It's Kraus. That's Norbert Nachwey. Delhaize's with him. You can see how much alike they look. It's Wolfgang Kraus now. It's Cologne, full back in defence. Rummenigge, Flügler's with him. So's Kraus. And that's a good effort coming in there. That's a fine shot. And that was Norbert Nachwey. Good long-range effort, that. Well, I was telling you at the beginning that FC Cologne are Bayern Munich's bogey side. And in fact, Bayern Munich, the most successful team in the 21-year history of the Bundesliga, have not beaten Cologne either at home or away since 1979. On that occasion, they defeated Cologne here in the Olympic Stadium by 5-1. But since then, Cologne have not had their colours lowered once. Rummenigge, lovely footwork from Rummenigge. This is great play. And a last-ditch tackle coming in from Dieter Prestin. I was telling you last week, I think, when we were in Mönchengladbach, that Karl-Heinz Rummenigge has now agreed terms with Inter Milan. So sad to say, this great footballer will be leaving the Bundesliga at the end of the season. Dernberger with the corner. Bayern fall back to build up again. Kraus. Augenthaler. Nachwey. That's Kala Del Haya. Prestin's with him. In the first fixture between these two sides early in autumn, a game which we covered for you, some of you will probably remember, Cologne beat Bayern by 2-0. An obstruction on Arlofs by Augenthaler. Well, the crowd don't like it, but Mr. Jauss from Switzerland in no doubt whatsoever that that was obstruction. In fact, he has his arm upraised to signal an indirect free kick. It will be taken by the Cologne captain, Pierre Littbarski. Littbarski, a nice little flick. And Arlof's shot deflected for a corner. Klaus Arlofs, 3 days ago, he was in the West German side that registered a fortunate 2-1 victory over the Soviet Union. Had a good game. Littbarski with Cologne's corner. Headed away by Augenthaler. That's Herner back. This is Arlofs. Engels! And is Cologne's run of success against Bayern Munich going to continue? Because after just 8 minutes here in the Olympic Stadium, Stefan Engels puts FC Cologne 1-0 ahead. And Flügler deflecting Arlof's cross right into Engels' path. And no chance at all for Jean-Marie Pfaff from close range. And the few Cologne fans to make the long trip down here to Munich, they're certainly happy with the way the first few minutes of this game have gone. And a push on Rummenigge. Well, the Bayern Munich captain was in Milan earlier this week, where he was checked over by Inter's doctors just to make sure that they were getting a perfectly fit player for their 13 million marks. That's the reputed transfer sum anyway. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge back on his feet, seems to be okay. Dieter Hernes. Obviously not satisfied with the distance the Cologne wall is from the free kick, and it's Rummenigge himself to take it. Oh, it's a good save by Schumacher. Well positioned there, the German national team goalkeeper. Stefan Engels, the man who scored the goal. Referee there allowing advantage, even though Fischer was fouled. Augenthaler. It's Nachwey, Augenthaler's with him. It's Karl-Heinz, as usual, policed by Dieter Prestine. And Søren Lerby trying a long shot, but well wide. Stefan Engels. It's Arlofs. Littbarski's in the middle, so is Engels. Arlofs easily beaten there by Nachwey. This is Kraus. Littbarski shouting to his players to fall back. Dürnberger. And the ball hacked away at the last minute there by Lefkes. And Hansi Flügler taking a bit of a knock, but not really serious. Dürnberger. And Bayern starting to increase the pressure now. But Vince Menny comes away from Cologne. Engels. Rather, Arlofs leaves it for Littbarski. Great chance for Littbarski. Oh, it's 2-0. And the Bayern defence really caught at 6s and 7s. And Pierre Littbarski, the man who's been so out of form in recent weeks, showing some lovely footwork. But let's look at Klaus Arlofs. Littbarski completely left on his own. Goes around Pfaff and Bayerlorzer, who collide. And Cologne now lead here in the Olympic Stadium by 2-0, and we've not even had half an hour of the first half played. It's Hartmann hacking that one away. It's Kraus beating Engels. Cologne haven't had too happy a time of it in recent weeks. Last Saturday they only drew 2-2 at home with Stuttgart. And the week before, in a game we covered, they were lost at home 2-1 to Mönchengladbach. So really the side from the Rhine looking for another victory. And with half an hour played here in Munich, they lead the league leaders Bayern Munich by 2-0. Turner back. It's Turner back with the throw for Cologne. The challenge cannoning off a Bayern player, so the referee giving the throw to Cologne. It's Klaus Arlofs. Augenthaler. Bayerlorzer. Dürnberger. It's Kraus. Bayerlorzer. Cologne with 8 men back in defence. That's a good ball down the flank. And Toni Schumacher spotting the cross, taking it well. Engels, Littbarski. It's Arlofs with the ball, Littbarski inside him, so Steiner. Leaves it for Lefkes. That's a poor pass. Karl-Heinz. As usual, Dieter Prestine's with him, but Prestine using his elbow, says the referee, so it'll be a free kick. There you can see the sign from the referee. Rummenigge with the free kick for Bayern. And that's a good header away by Lefkes. Cologne on the break. A great chance here. This is Klaus Allofs. Libarski running right, Fischer's left. And the man coming through the middle, caught offside there, was Stefan Engels. Nachbei. It's Kraus. Del Haya. It's Nachbei, the cross there, obviously looking for Dieter Hoeneß, but a poor one. Cologne, yet another chance for a break. It's Klaus Fischer. Allofs, oh, can he make it number 3? Good save by Pfaff, though. Well, perhaps Klaus Allofs not getting quite as much power as he could have behind that shot. But Hannes Löhr, there he is, the Cologne coach, must be a happy man at this moment. We're now in the final couple of minutes of the first half. The score here in the Olympic Stadium in Munich, still Bayern 0, Cologne 2. As Toni Schumacher, really his safe as houses, and the Cologne goal takes that cross, plucks it out of the air, just like a ripe cherry. It's Hartmann. Another great chance, Allofs. But Pfaff narrowed the angle well there, and Pfaff again, a good save. And Klaus Allofs moving into space beautifully, but look at the way Pfaff came out. Forcing Allofs out to the wing and then sprinting back into his goal to take the attempted lob. Well, Jean-Marie Pfaff, one of the best goalkeepers in Europe. Levy. There's Kraus. Whenever Rummenigge is, you'll find Dieter Prestine. That's Hansi Flugler just waiting for the ball to come back from the crowd. And the attendance here today is 28,000. Which, of course, isn't a lot when you consider that the Olympic Stadium holds 80,000. So the terrace is looking a bit thin today. A great chance. Oh, Schumacher's off his line. And Bayern trying to get a goal before half-time, but they won't do it. Mr. Jaus from Switzerland blows the whistle for half-time. Playing from left to right in our pictures. I'd like to know what Udo Lattek, their coach, had to say to the team at half-time. I bet it made quite a few ears burn. Bayern, of course, started the day as league leaders. Joint top of the table on 35 points, together with Hamburg and Mönchengladbach. And with just 8 games to go in the West German League Championship after today's game, every point is now vital. It's Augenthaler. And Bayern have brought on Grober, number 12, for Wolfgang Kraus. There is Grober in our picture. Nachbei. Rummenigge recovers well. Dieter Hörner's coming back to get that ball. And Hörner back, almost losing it to Del Hayer, but recovering well. It's nice play by Matthias Hörner back. It's Paul Steiner making one of his rare sorties upfield. Littbarski. Many's up there. Littbarski easily beaten though by Dernberger. Dieter Hörners is Bayerlotzer. And Bayern needs to show a lot more aggression in attack. Need to put a lot more pressure on that Cologne defence. There's Nachwey. Can he try one? But Schumacher well positioned. That's a great ball to Hörner. He's not offside. Oh, can Hörner make it 3? Well, he was trying to flick it back inside to Klaus Arlofs when the tackle came in from Bayerlotzer. Number 4, there he is, just walking back to the goal line. Maybe Hörner would have done better to take on Pfaff himself. A great chance there, gone begging for Cologne. And Pfaff losing it there. Lerby leaving it for Hörners. Dernberger. There's Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Oh, mistake by Hörner. This is Del Hayer. And the Cologne defence in all sorts of trouble there. We can take another look at that one. A very fortunate deflection for Cologne. The pass from Rummenigge. And Hörner not able to scramble the ball away. Lerby flicks on the ball and Del Hayer's shot almost turned past his own keeper by Lefkes. What they say, to win at any sport you need a bit of luck, and that's what Cologne had then. Rummenigge has had a fine game this afternoon, the Bayern captain. Del Hayer tries to turn Hörner but a good tackle from the Cologne left back. And another. Nachwey. Oh, that's dangerous. It's a foul by Fischer on Bayerlotzer. And the Cologne defence, I think, rather fortunate to survive the last few minutes. There's Bayerlotzer. There's Klaus Fischer there back in defence. Cologne pulling everyone back. It's Vince Menny. It's Menny down the right flank. Littbarski's inside. Dernberger leaves it for Lerby. Rummenigge, pristine, with him as ever. It's Grober. Lerby. Oh, it's lovely play by Lerby. Rummenigge. Oh, that's a good goal. That was a beauty from Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Taking the cross from Lerby. What a beautiful volley that was. Let's have another look. But Lerby slipping his marker beautifully, and Rummenigge What a bullet that was. Schumacher trying to get down to the near post, but the ball too powerfully hit. So Bayern Munich, with just 6 minutes of the second half gone, are back in the game. This is Stefan Engels. Oh, what a terrible cross that was. Well, it seems Cologne have changed their tactics. In the first half, they pushed a lot of men forward and put Bayern under pressure themselves. The Dernberger. And Cologne got everyone back in the area. The ball just hacked anywhere. Hoeneß. Well, Bayern claim it was over the line. But it seemed to me that Toni Schumacher pulled it down in front of the line. We can take another look at that. It's a lovely header by Dieter Hoeneß. Well, no doubt about that, I think. Schumacher bringing the ball down within the field of play. But Cologne, as I was about to say before, seem to have changed their tactics. Playing it out of defence now, letting Bayern have the midfield. But they've already conceded one goal, and I'm not sure that's the right way to play against Bayern Munich. Cologne have a lot of young players in the side, and I think if they try to defend, if they let Bayern build up the pressure, then some of those youngsters, with their lack of experience, could start making mistakes. Dernberger. Oh, and another good shot. Oh, it's Rummenigge. And the sort of confusion I was talking about. A mix-up between a defender and Toni Schumacher there. Let's take another look at that one. The shot coming in from Rummenigge. There's Udo Lattek, the Bayern coach, the man on his left, Uli Hoeneß. This is Manfred Lefkes, an amateur in the Cologne side. Mid basket. Klaus Allofs is in the middle. Well, the man coming up in support was Hernebach, but he couldn't get hold of the shot. Still higher. Slerby. Rummenigge. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, oh, still in control. Flügler. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge leaving the ball for Hansi Flügler. Oh, Rummenigge again going for the overhead scissors kick. My goodness, he's in form today, the Bayern skipper. And in case you're wondering why Karl-Heinz's younger brother, Michael Rummenigge, is not playing today, it's because he's under a one-match suspension for having collected his fourth yellow card last week. The referee holds up play for a second. Well, it's rather strange at the moment to... I can't quite tell what's happening here. There seems to be something wrong with the referee. But the referee, Mr. Yaus, has signalled one of his linesmen, and it seems that the referee's got a pulled muscle or something. Well, in fact, I've never seen this happen before. The game has been interrupted because the referee is having to go off because of an injury. And in fact, there you can clearly see that Mr. Yaus from Switzerland limping. And what happens in this sort of situation is that one of the linesmen takes over, and there's always an official observer checking on the referee at all Bundesliga games, himself a qualified referee. And so what happens is that the man in the stands checking on the referee will come down and take over the running of the line, while one of the linesmen, in fact, takes over the referee's whistle. And that's what's happened here after a brief break. The linesman who's taken over is Mr. Arturo Martino. So we've had rather a rare occurrence today here in the Olympic Stadium. The referee substituted. This is Klaus Arlofs. Well, just about half an hour left to play here in the Olympic Stadium in Munich. The score still Bayern Munich 1, FC Cologne 2. And another great chance for Cologne. This is Litbarski. Can he get a shot in? And the drive cannoning off by Lotzer. And Cologne have made a substitution during the break. Number 13, Holger Wilmer, has come on for number 6, Frank Hartmann. Lerby. There's Bayerlotzer. Number 13, Reinhold Matti. The Bayern substitute. He's come on for Carla Del Haia, came on about 5 minutes ago. As Rummenigge. Nachbei. Oh, that was a good shot. Fine play from Rummenigge. And Norbert Nachbei from about 10 yards out makes no mistake at all. And the score now, Bayern Munich 2, FC Cologne 2. Very little Tony Schumacher could do about that one. Well, Cologne, sad to say, reaping what I think are the just rewards for their defensive attitude in the second half. And Gerd Strack, about to come on to join the Cologne side for the first time in many months. He's been troubled all season, a West German international, troubled all season with a groin injury. And he's been sorely missed at the heart of that Cologne defence. Wilmer looking for Fischer, but the pass easily cut out by Augenthaler. Dürnberger. The Søren Lerby, Danish international, a very expensive signing, cost Bayern 1.8 million marks at the start of the season from Ajax Amsterdam. And the referee waits while Gerd Strack comes on. But there is Gerd Strack, number 12, and the player he replaces, number 10, Vince Menny. It had been thought that Gerd Strack might play the whole of the game, but Cologne coach Hannes Löhr obviously not wanting to risk it. Strack, one of the most experienced players in his side. But Bayern have got the tails up, and here comes Norbert Nachwey. Matty's outside him. Reinhold Matty, number 13. The both sides used up their contingent of substitutes as Bayerlotzer floats one over. And a huge kick from Toni Schumacher. But Cologne starting to fall apart a bit. Grober. That's a great ball to Rummenigge. Prestine's with him. Rummenigge centres first time. And Dieter Hoeneß just inches away from that one. Well, the crowd whistling, giving Litbarski the bird for that challenge on Grober. Great chance for Matty! And Bayern take the lead. The free kick taken very quickly. Cologne unable to scramble the ball away. And Reinhold Matty only came on 4 minutes ago, puts Bayern Munich in the lead. Well, just 20 minutes ago, the Bayern fans, not at all jubilant, aside with 2 goals down to Cologne. But that's the great thing about soccer. The situation can change so quickly. So Cologne, through their defensive attitude, have forsaken a 2-goal lead. And it's going to be really difficult for them to get back in the driving seat. On my watch, just quarter of an hour left for play. And there's our new referee, Arturo Martino, started the game as linesman, but had to take over the whistle when Mr. Jaus from Switzerland, what looked like it to me, pulled a calf muscle. Dürnberger. Klaus Arlofs. He's rather faded in the second half, but there again, you can't expect much from the front runners when the midfield's completely dominated by the opposition. But that, I'm afraid, has been the case today. The Cologne midfield players definitely taken a back seat as Bayern have dominated the second half. Arlofs. Prestine. It's Herner back. And very little room up front for Cologne now. Bayern close marking, and that's Dieter Hoeneß. Look how far the big strikers come back in defence to help out. Augenthaler. Number 12's Grober, the Bayern substitute. Nachwey, the man who got the equaliser. Looking for Hoeneß. Hoeneß gets to it. There's Matty. And Flugler, the ball bouncing badly for him. Rummenigge. Grober. Bayern Munich got a tremendous home record. Before today, they played 12, won 10 and drawn 2. In those 12 games at home, they'd scored 42 goals. It's an average of 3.5 goals a game. So at home here in the Munich Olympic Stadium, they certainly give the fans value for money. In fact, if Bayern win today, not only will they lay the Cologne bogey that has haunted them for 4 seasons, this will also be their 10th home win in succession as Rummenigge comes away. Cologne's away record. Played 12, won 3, drawn 3 and lost 6. It's a good long-range effort by Nakbai. That wasn't far over either. It's always a tremendous bonus to a side if you've got full-backs who can come forward and put in good long-range shots. It's Pierre Litbarski. Lefkes pushed over there by Søren Lerby. Arlofs with the free kick. But really there's just no punch at all up front from Cologne now. Bayern really in control. Great ball from Augenthaler, finds Flügler. Shadowed by Hörnerbach. He'll obviously try and get a throw-in or a corner. Then in fact it's a throw-in. There is young Hansi Flügler with the throw. And Strack getting his head to it, but only as far as Augenthaler. Lerby. Lovely play by Lerby, and he gets the shot in. That's Søren Lerby from Denmark. He was bought to replace Paul Breitner, but I'm afraid he's not quite come up to a lot of people's expectations. Gertstrack. There's Lefkes. Pristine, nearly losing it to Grober, in fact. The referee, though, saying that Grober used his elbows. And Hannesler, obviously not very happy with the way the second half's gone. His side started it 2 goals up, and they're now 3-2 down. And there's only 11 minutes left on the clock. Wilmer. But Cologne being robbed all too easily, I'm afraid. Well, the referee having no doubts about that. Norbert Nachbay complaining at the decision that gave Cologne a free kick and being shown the yellow card in return. Arlofs and Litbarski. Looks like it's going to be Klaus Arlofs to take the free kick. And that'll be a corner to Cologne. Hörnerbach takes a quick one, gives it to Arlofs. Well, that was a good header there, coming in, I think, from Litbarski, but Jean-Marie Pfaff, alert as ever. Toni Schumacher. Wilmer. And Cologne really just a shadow of the side we saw in the first half. But Bayern on the break, they've got men up. Matti to Grober. That's Flügler sprinting left. A great chance. Well, that really was an exemplary counter-attack by Bayern, and that final effort from Hansi Flügler just inches wide of Toni Schumacher's far post. Well, Cologne have just got 7 minutes to get the ball in the Bayern net and save that tremendous sequence which has seen them avoid defeat against Bayern Munich since 1979. But from the way they've been playing in the second half, I think there's more chance of Bayern increasing their lead. And Arlofs there, pushing Flugler in the back. Flugler not at all too happy about it. There's Lerby as the Cologne defence retreat in front of him. Engels. Steiner finds Littbarski. Oh, it's a poor pass from Littbarski. Oh, this is Matti. What a great chance for him. Schumacher's out. Has he got the nerve? Oh, he has. And he makes it 4-2 for Bayern. Lovely cool play there from the young boy. And look at that poor pass from Littbarski. Wolfgang Grobe intercepts it in a flash, and Matti sprints through the middle. He's onside. And Matti showing all the cool of a seasoned professional. Goes round the best goalkeeper in Germany, if not in Europe, and smacks the ball into the back of the Cologne net. And with just 6 minutes left for play, Bayern Munich seem to have put the game out of Cologne's reach. They lead now by 4-2. A rare sight, Udo Lattek smiling. In fact, he's just stopped, must have heard me. Cologne so hoping to do well in Munich today. They started off the day in 7th place in the league, still cherishing hopes of a UEFA Cup place. The UEFA Cup competition, such an important money spinner for clubs. But those hopes, I'm afraid, slipping away as Bayern Munich seem to have things sewn up here. That's Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. What a captain's game he's had today. Fischer. And away come Bayern again. That's Grobe. Hoeneß is with him. And Lerby overlapping down the right. But a Cologne boot just scraping the ball into touch. Number 12. That's Grobe, came on as a substitute. Nachwein, normally a midfield player. But since Wolfgang Dremmler got injured, he's stood in at right back. Arlofs. And Pfaff coming right out to the edge of his area to hack that one away. Grobe. Nachwein. And Bayern in no hurry at all now. 2 goals up. Just 2.5 minutes left for play. Rummenigge. His shadow Prestine's with him, but still Rummenigge gets the cross in. Littbarski. Klaus Arlofs. To Littbarski. But Nachwein elbowing the Cologne skipper to the ground, so it'll be a free kick to Cologne. The referee not satisfied with that, so the free kick to be retaken. Less than 2 minutes remaining. And really, that hopeful lob into the Bayern area by Steiner, symptomatic of the Cologne performance in this second half. After such a superb first half, Cologne sadly lacking in method and purpose. The Bayern, it seems, must have been given a rather severe talking to during the half-time break by coach Udo Lattek, because they've been a reformed side in this second half, showing a lot more drive and initiative. Augenthaler. Oh, a great run. He's got a good shot on him. He's got a lot of goals for Bayern, Klaus Augenthaler, in his career, many of them from outside the box. Alofs. Wilmer. This is Herner back with the cross. But really, again, another appalling effort by Cologne. And what a good side they looked in the first half. Took their goals well. And the referee looking at his watch, and there it is, it's all over. Udo Lattek leaps off his bench here in the Olympic Stadium in Munich. Bayern have beaten Cologne by 4 goals to 2.